Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm trying to make sure you don't get tricked, because as of right now it seems that EA might be trying to trick us when it comes to power and overall. They had their first stream on Madden Mobile 22 on Friday 2 days ago. I went through and took a bunch of notes over that, but the one thing that seems the most significant to me is not the auction house, it is power. They said, I say they, Nick said that power has been removed from the game. If you look at this team right here, there's no more power. We do have overall though. And if you look, this team is, 64 offense, 60 defense, 59 special teams. You might expect the overall to be like a 61, but no. The overall is 1,838. And that 1,000 number is eerily similar to a power number that we've had the last couple of years. Now, they said there's no more power. And you look at the screen, there's no more power, right? But just from this, it looks like there is power, but there is not overall. It looks like they've actually removed overall from the game and left power, because this new total overall, instead of being an average, it is a cumulative total overall, adding up the overall of every player on your team. Now, whether this is the case is dependent on one thing, and there's one of two ways this can go, one of two things that'll happen, and one of them is very bad, and the other is just like, whatever, that's weird. So the first way, the bad thing, is if this total overall number operates like power currently operates in MM21. The way power operates is that it has an effect on your team automatically when you go into gameplay. Overall does not have an effect on your team. It is a number representing how good your team is. Now, power isn't that. It's this whole nother line of progression aside from overall. When your players step onto the field, the only thing that matters is their stats. That's all that matters in determining how it feels when you're doing gameplay. Power, however, changes how it feels based on how much power you have relative to your opponent, and whether you have more or less, you could have overall added or subtracted from your team, which is going to in turn add or subtract from the stats of your players. If this new total overall number, right there, if that operates like power currently does, and it automatically adds or subtracts to how good your team is when you go into gameplay, they have literally removed overall, kept power, and renamed it. They have kept power and then renamed power to overall, and they've removed overall from the game. That would be awful, it would be terrible, and I'd hate it. But there is another way. There is another way that this can happen. The other way is that the total overall number operates the same as the current MM21 overall number, where it's just an arbitrary number. The current overall in MM21 and all seasons before, it's just an arbitrary number giving you an estimate, kind of saying, this is how good your team is. It doesn't affect anything. If this total overall doesn't affect anything, and it doesn't have any sort of automatic impact on your team when you go into gameplay, then it's fine. Then it is fine. All they've really done, they have removed power, and instead of making your team overall an average, they've just made it a total, which is weird, but it's fine. I'm scared, however, that what's going to happen is that it is going to impact your game, your team automatically in gameplay. I'm scared that they have removed overall and they've kept power, in part because there were multiple people asking multiple times in the Twitch stream, asking Nick whether this would be the case, whether your team would automatically be impacted in gameplay. He did not answer. There's a chance he didn't see it, there's a chance he ignored it, I don't know, but he didn't answer, so at this moment in time, we don't know. I want you to know of this, and I want you to realize that there's a chance that they have not removed power from the game. They have in fact removed overall from the game. That's all I've got to say. I want to hear your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, what you think is going to happen down in the comments. Because this is big. This is big. This is like the #1 thing that people have hated the past couple of years in Madden Mobile. And maybe it is gone. But also maybe it is now the only line of progression. Because this year we have 2 lines of progression, power and overall. They might have taken away the good one and left the bad one. They might have taken away the bad one and left the good one. We don't know. That's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you next time.